What's going on, everyone? Matt with your Brain Gym doing Fired Up Friday. And today we're going to be talking about how in this world you get tested. Your faith, your morals, your ethics, your honesty, and your integrity all get tested on a day-to-day basis, hour-to-hour basis, and you might not even notice it or realize it. So let's jump right. Okay. So you get tested every day. Either by other people trying to find out how honest you are and how firmly grounded you are in what you believe in, your morals and your ethics. You're going to do the right thing, you're going to be truthful, you're going to be honest. Like I said, some people are testing you. Some people are seeing if you're a truthful, trustworthy, honest man or woman. You may or may not realize it. The more that you look at conversations this way with certain people, the more you're going to become aware of it. Some people are going to try to be persuasive. Some people are going to try to lead you into temptation and stuff like that. They're going to, whether or not they would do the things they're asking you, they're trying, maybe, sometimes they might not even know the words that they're speaking, understand what they're saying or asking. Like, for example, today I had someone ask me if a person came in the store to buy this, to buy one item, right? If someone came in the store to buy one item and you end up exchanging phone numbers, you find out, well, you already knew that she was a married woman, but then you find out that she's thinking about buying 10 more of these items and you're commission based. And then she invites you out to dinner and back to her house. And she says, oh, if you go out and buy me dinner and go back to my house and sleep with me, I'll buy 5-10 more of these items, boost your commission check. And I was like, no. Why would I do that? First off, I'm not, tempted by, just straight up, I'm not tempted by pussy. I don't just look at women as sex as a piece of meat, nor am I that obsessed with money that I would potentially ruin someone else's marriage, whether or not she's the one reaching out to me and asking me for it. Now, this was all a hypothetical, and the person that brought it up to me was like, man, you're crazy. You know how much money you would get off that? Man, like, you're crazy. You want to do that for the money? No, I wouldn't do it for the money. I'm not in love with money. I'm not in love with sex. That doesn't matter. Did they maybe realize it or not, what they were saying, the words that were coming from their mouth? Was that a test to see how firmly rooted I am in my morals and ethics and integrity? Or was that a attempt of persuasion to get me to lie and or to possibly do something like that in the future? Whether or not they meant to say and they knew what they were saying, and it was and they were personally testing me to figure out who I was as a person more, or whether or not they didn't even understand what they were saying and it was more of a persuasion, they were still testing me. They were testing, I'm not going to say they, but I was being tested. My honesty, my integrity, my morals, and my ethics were being tested. It was seeing if I would do the right thing. And 3-4 other grown men laughed at me. Man, you're crazy. I don't care. I stood there and laughed at them. I literally stood there and laughed at them. They're like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, man, we are so different in so many ways. A couple of the guys understood what I was saying. A couple of them just, it went right over their head. They're like, yeah, we are. They're like, yeah, we're so different. But you gotta be you. You gotta stay true to you. You gotta stay strongly rooted in your faith. If you're not faithful, then just stay strongly rooted in good morals and ethics, um, and have integrity. You know, if you have integrity and you have good morals, you're going to be able to go to bed at night with a clean conscience. You won't hold guilt. You won't walk around the next day, the next week, and the next month, you know, filled with guilt or filled with regret over possibly ruining someone else's lives, doing wrong over someone, and you're like, man, should I have really done that to that person? Should I have really said that to that person? You got two of these and you got one of these, right? You should be using these twice as much, or if not more, than you use this. You gotta be careful what comes out of here. You know? Make sure that what you say goes in line with what what you're strongly rooted in, your faith, your morals, and your ethics. And make sure that everything you say and do is done with integrity. Because whether some of you may like to believe it or not, even when no one's watching, someone is watching. Whether you think that's God, or whether you think that is some higher being, if you don't believe in God, we all had to come from somewhere. Even if you believe in evolution, monkeys had to come from somewhere. I'm not disproving anything. I'm not ragging on anyone's beliefs. But you got to understand that we come from somewhere. Someone is watching. Something is watching. Someone is testing us, testing you every day. Sometimes it's, different forces testing you, seeing what you truly believe in, if you're honest, and if you're, have good ethics, or if you're easily persuaded and tempted. Whatever it is, just realize this, be aware of it, and start to think about everything as a test or a distraction, because it is. I promise you, whether it's for good or bad, a little simple one question test, or if it's a week-long endurance race, it's one or the other. Alrighty, so we're gonna wrap this video up. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you did like, tell me what you didn't like. If you thumbs down it, tell me, please, like I said, tell me what you didn't like, tell me why. If you do like it, give me a thumbs up, and if you got a little bit of time, tell me what you did like about it, what I could maybe do better, improve on, improve in like myself, and improve in the channel, like the editing, things I do in the video itself, or just the way I convey this information. Let me know, and I hope to see you guys here next time I post.